you guys, today I am going to do a get ready with me of my current go-to look. I have been doing this eye makeup, face makeup, and lip combo so many times over the past few weeks, and I recently bought quite a few eyeshadow palettes, so I want to do this look before all my new stuff gets in. So this is using the e.l.f. Rose Water Quad. This is only $3 and it is absolutely amazing. Like, this could easily be like a $20+ palette. Like, this is so high quality. I'm absolutely loving it. And so I'm going to show you my go-to look using this palette today. And then, like I said, my face routine that I've been doing a lot, and a great lip combo. So I already primed my face and my eyes, and then we can just dive on into it. So I desperately need to wash my brushes, so I have to do that today. But I take the, like, I think of this as like a putty color. It's like a mauve-y gray taupe. It's pretty light, but it works for my skin tone as a nice crease color. And I have my, sorry, I feel like I have an eyelash or something on my upper lip, but I have my camera set up differently than I normally do for get ready with me's, so I can actually see the screen. Normally I can't see what I'm doing in get ready with me's, and then sometimes I have to scrap the footage because it's not actually like showing what I wanted to show. So I hope this works out better. And I have my Reiki skinny mirror, like the lights on as well, because it's only 9 a.m. and I don't get like direct sunlight into my room until like the afternoon. So hopefully this works a little better today. So I just build that up in my crease, and it's just a really nice light crease slash transition shade. And if you have like MAC Quarry, that is similar. That's a little deeper than this, but it's in that like purpley realm. So that is the beginning. And then, because I'm trying to use up my Laura Mercier Caviar sticks, this one is in Vanilla Kiss. It's just a like cream color. I put this all over my lid to help with the metallic that we're putting on the lid. But honestly, these metallics are really nice. You don't need to do this step, but I just like to use these sticks whenever I can, just because I'm trying to use them up this year. So I just blend that out a little bit, and sometimes I put it on before I do my crease color. Like, I put this cream stick, but then I feel like it affects the blending of the cream of the crease color. So I like putting it on after I do my crease. So with like a flat paddle brush, I really like both of the metallic shades, and a lot of the times I'll just dip into both essentially, just to get like a mixture of them, because they're very similar, honestly. The one is a little bit darker and one is a little bit lighter, but just getting that like beautiful metallic shine, that is really all I care about. And I take it a little bit into the inner corner, and when we add the smoky color, I feel like that's when this look really like comes alive. So I can't wait to show you guys that. And this is just an easy one palette look for me, and I feel like a lot of times these quads like don't have the right colors to do a full look. But I've been impressed with these e.l.f. little bite-sized palettes. So then usually I take the same crease brush and just go over the edge a little bit to make sure that's like not a stark line. And then my favorite crease brush ever, the Morphe M506, just this little domed brush, I go into the dark shades. So you can see there's like the sparkles in there, but they honestly don't show up at all, unless you were to really pack it on your lid. But I just take it on this fluffy brush, like a dense fluffy brush, and I put it right in, like right at the edge of my eye, and I just kind of like build this up slowly. I like that it's not super pigmented because I can work with it a little easier. So I just start with it in the crease, and then I'll go in with the crease brush and blend it, and it just takes like time to build up and get the right shape that you want. Like, this is the most time consuming part to me, but it's so beautiful. And sometimes I'll take like a clean, like a brush that I didn't use for this look, and just like buff out those edges, because I don't want this to be like a super dark smoky look. And because we didn't do our foundation yet, I can also clean up the edge when I'm doing my concealer. But you do want like that darkness to help, just like, it just helps my eye shape, I feel like, whenever I do a technique like this. So I make sure to tap off the brush because this shade can be pretty powdery. And yeah, it's just like the stamping in the outer corner and then like the blending out. And it is just so easy and so pretty. Like, I hope this lighting is doing it justice. The lighting seems a little bit blue because that's just like the color of the sun that's coming in, because it's not that beautiful direct sunlight yet. But I just love this little palette. I have the pumpkin pie one and truffles, and this is by far my most used little bite-sized palette. So you can just build this up as much as you want, as little as you want. You don't have to do it this dark if you don't like it this dark. You can just do the teeniest, tiniest little bit, but I would say start slow with the dark color especially, and you can see like how powdery it gets, which honestly doesn't bother me much. It's just something to keep in mind, like to tap off your brush. So that is basically the eyeshadow look, and then it of course comes together when we do the rest of our face. So I really like liquid liner, so that's what I am going to do today, and this is just the Maybelline Master Precise. This is a great drugstore liner, and I have a few of these like little deluxe sizes from kits last year that I need to use up, so that is what I'm doing. I think that looks pretty even. There's a little fallout from the dark shadow especially. We'll just brush that away, and then I'm going to dive into my face routine. So I've been starting out with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla. This is definitely my go-to concealer. Like, I just always go back to this. So I use a little bit of that, and then I take a dry Real Technique sponge, which I know what weirdo uses their sponges dry. I just do. I don't know why. I've always really preferred this sponge, at least when I use it dry. It's like still bouncy, and I don't know, I feel like it helps keep the coverage of the products that I'm using. So I just blend this in, and you can see I was kind of like cleaning up the edge underneath the liner of my eyeshadow, so it just like lifts the eye even more. And this is just a great medium coverage concealer. Then I go in with the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. The only reason I do this is because I'm trying to use it up. If I wasn't trying to use it up, I wouldn't do this step at all. But I put a few stripes around my face, and then I do one pump of the NARS Sheer Glow foundation. I use the shade Mont Blanc, and just one pump onto the dry sponge, and I spread that pump around by just bouncing all over my face at first, and then I go in and really start blending. And this combination is so good. I cannot believe how much I like this foundation combination, because I've been trying to use up the Hourglass foundation over the past few months, and I've tried different combos with it because I just really don't like it by itself. It looks very heavy and dry on my skin, and adding a more luminous and not as full coverage foundation like the NARS Sheer Glow, it just makes it super nice. And then I'm going to use a powder on top of it, and it lasts all day. It is so good. So really love this. And if you by chance have both of those foundations, maybe try using them together, because it's really nice. I need to do that more, mixing foundations, especially a luminous foundation with a matte foundation. It just makes it the best of both worlds. So that is the foundation all blended in, and I would say this is pretty full coverage. Yeah, maybe a little bit of my pigmentation on my chin from recent breakouts shows a little bit, but for the most part this seems as full of coverage as I prefer. So then I kind of let that sit for a minute before I do my powder. I just notice that if I go in directly with powder, sometimes the powder can stick, if the foundation is still a little wet. So I usually go in to do my eyebrows next, and I like to wipe them out with a Q-tip. And I just used up, I recently used up my other Benefit brow products that I've shown you guys a bunch. So I'll use the Brow Micro Filling Pen, which is such a cool new product. It has these 3 little prongs, and I have the shade Light Brown, and it just fills in your brows so naturally because it's this light ink. I don't know how they got it this great, but it just looks so natural. And I think if you didn't have naturally full brows, this would be a really great product if you don't want drawn on looking brows. It just looks so natural. So I just fill them in a little bit. I don't need a bunch of filling in for my brows because I already have a lot of brow hair. And then this 24-hour brow setter, I don't know if I've ever talked to you guys about this, but this is the best clear brow gel ever. It has the weirdest brush. It's a flat paddle, and then it has different spikes on each side. And so if you want a really fluffy brow, you can manipulate your brow hairs so much with this to make them stand up or do whatever you want them to. So I just kind of want them in the shape they already are, but to kind of stay a little more perfected. So I just go through them a little bit, and yeah, but I've tried doing the fluffy brow. I just don't like how it looks on me, but with this brow gel, they will stay like straight up. It is crazy. So that is a good brow combo. Then I will go in with my powder. So the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder is amazing. I have this sample from the Sephora birthday gift this year, and I hope some of you guys were able to get this gift if you are. I think it's for Platinum and Rouge. So definitely get this gift if you haven't tried this powder, or don't, because you might then want to buy it. But it is like the most natural looking powder I've ever used, and like while being natural, it like, I don't know, it just makes your face look like so perfect. And I definitely think it helps with the longevity of the foundation. Like I mentioned, this lasts so well throughout the day, and this powder has to have something to do with that. So mine's getting pretty low, so I have to really like tap it out. And so I just set my whole face, and it is just glorious. For mascara, because I feel like I look crazy without mascara, I've been using this sample of the Stila Huge mascara, and this is an amazing volumizing mascara. Like if you want really like fat lashes, this will give it to you. So it's definitely not for everyone. It's pretty like goopy kind of, but it makes your lashes so volumized. Like, whoa, like look at that. Oh my god, I just think that's amazing. And today when I'm filming this is the day that the Lancome Monsieur Big mascara is on sale at Ulta, and right after I film this I am going there to get 2 bottles because I recently used up a sample of that, and I've had many samples throughout the years, but I never bought the full size, and it is seriously one of the best mascaras. So I am definitely going to get that, and I'm so excited. Also with this look, I love using the Marc Jacobs Lunatic eyeliner in my waterline. I feel like it just pulls the whole look together. It's so pretty. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. I went a little more smudgy on this side, but then you can take your concealer or foundation sponge and just tap it a little bit under your eye to kind of clean that up. That's a trick I use a lot because that happens to me quite a bit. Okay, now for cheeks. I just love the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. It's so good. So I take the Sculpt side with the Morphe M523, and I just put it right at my cheekbones. And I don't need much because I'm so fair, so I just take whatever's on the brush and put it onto both sides of my face. Usually I just blend it a little bit into the hairline and take what's left down the jaw. And then I do the highlighter before I do my blush, and I just take whatever highlighting brush. I'm very particular about the bronzer brush, but not as much about the highlighter brush. So I just put this on, and it's very beautiful. It's pretty subtle compared to what I normally use, but it is just perfect. Like, I don't think I need anything more like bright than this. Then I typically go in with my Chanel Rose Bronze blush, since I'm trying to use it up, but today I think I'm going to use the Clinique Heather Pop. I think this is just kind of the perfect color to go with this eye look. And I love this Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH04 brush. It just fits my cheek like perfectly, and I can just like stamp it on. Like, it's so nice. And of course you can blend it, but I like that it's the perfect size for my like cheek area. So it might look a little crazy at first, but then I pretty much always go back in with my bronzer brush and blend that all together. And then I go in with my powder brush and just go around my nose to make sure the blush isn't going too far into my nose area. So that just helps it be more blended, I guess. I just really like doing that. I feel like it helps everything look a little, makes everything look a little more cohesive, I guess. And then lips, so with my Invisalign, I've mentioned quite a few times that I can't wear a lot of lip products, but a lip combo that I've been doing lately, and I just have to remember to do a few extra things, I'll show you guys those, but the lip combo everyone could use and enjoy, and it's the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude. And I just fully line my lips with that, and then I take like a pink tone nude lipstick, and I have the Face Nude Beach, MAC Cream Cup, MAC Aloof. There's just so many that are similar to this, and I just put it mostly in the middle and then just blot my lips together. And then because my Invisalign, I have to make sure to like do that trick to get anything off of the inside of my lips. And then lately I've been either blotting with a tissue, but sometimes it can leave a residue, but you can just kiss the back of your hand and it gets like that little extra bit off, and I feel like it doesn't transfer as much onto my Invisalign. So that's just what I have been doing, and I love this lip combo. I love this eye makeup. I hope that you guys can see it like accurately. I just think it is so gorgeous. So I hope you enjoyed this get ready with me tutorial. I have been just loving this makeup, and I wanted to document it so I don't forget after I get all my new stuff in the mail. So I really appreciate you guys being here. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!